To defy the laws of tradition is a crusade only of the brave. Our guest today is a Jill of all trades and has mastered her craft through relentless drive and passion. Not only is she a doctor, she's also a tattoo artist and a painter. San ka pa? Joining us live in the studio is the multi-talented Dr. Katz Lorenzana Soriano. It's a beautiful day, Doc Katz. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So si Doc Katz is a doctor by day and a tattoo artist by night, and you are also a painter, an artist, right? You graduated
oil, watercolor.
there, cum laude from UP Diliman, right? Fine Arts, and you were drawing, you were painting since your days in UP. What drew you? Let's first focus on you being an artist. What drew you to visual arts, and how did that journey lead you to doing art on a live canvas?
I think like most of us, we start up growing up like drawing, sketching. Like before we learn words, we're able to articulate what we think and feel by like sketching. So akala ko drawing lang siya sa start, and then eventually finding out na it's something na I'm passionate about. Like you can really express yourself more, and then that's when I applied to UP, and then finding out even more. Not only is it a way to express yourself, to show your passion, but then eventually like a purpose, be able to speak about like something that you have a voice on. Like it's a media, the way na you guys have a media.
I just want to credit Anne for that subtle joke. What drew you though?
Oh my gosh.
No, but when we take a look at the fact that you're a doctor, and some people use the arts as a means of not just self-expression, but an outlet sometimes, because it is a high-stress environment when you talk about the medical field. Right. How do you balance all of that? How does your art contribute to your medical practice, and how does your medical practice contribute to your art?
Actually, I'll be honest, it's really, I'm not able to. When you're focused on medicine, parang you kind of really have to shift away from everything but like focus on art and on medicine. And then when you're doing art or you're tattooing, you're with whoever you are with. You're the client or the patient. So you're present, just that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really hard doing all of that, because I know, because a lot of my cousins are med students or nursing students, and that's literally all your time. Yeah. But now I want to talk about how you started as a tattoo artist. Like, it's hard enough to balance being a med student in itself. What made you shift to a live canvas?
Initially, that's so perfect, because I was thinking na initially when I went into the arts, I wanted to have my artwork be displayed in the homes of people, and I just parang kilig thinking na, it's someone's looking at it, appreciating it, but then shifting into the skin as your canvas. Not only is it like exposed every day, it's not in the living room of a family or like being exposed, but it's like there for more people to appreciate. It's a little bit less permanent than you think, because you take it literally to your grave. A painting can be hung for like, but then it's nice. It's their cuento, and I find it also a little bit more personal.
Yeah, so we're showing a lot of the work that you have here on our big screen, and I've been familiar with your work for quite a while. The fact that you are so good with color, that you're so good with the fine lines and the details as well. Just how has working on live canvas and not so live canvas, can we call it dead canvas? Basta hindi siya buhay. Okay?
Yes,
na canvas.
you can.
How does that contribute to each other?
I think when I was painting sa canvas, it was more like expressing what I want to say, because you have a purpose. But then when you go into doing art on another person, you kind of want to speak the voice of the person, because they work with you on the design.
Yeah,
like, they really.
Your story.
Yeah, this one's like the Van Gogh, and then this is also yung sa movie ni na like coming out of. So I really like the fact na when you're painting, you're supposed to translate what you want to say, but here you want to translate to what they want to say on their bodies.
Doc Kat, if I were to get a tattoo, I feel like I would trust you the most, because you're a doctor na, so you already know how to handle the skin and everything. So how would you say your experience being a doctor helped you tattoo?
I think a lot, because from the prep and hygiene And then knowing how the body can heal, you're able to advise even better, like to your patients na clients na, okay, these are the things you have to watch out for, like this is how you take care of it. A little bit, this is what tattoo artists already know, but I guess parang it adds a little bit more like, oh really, so you probably really know about that, but tattoo artists do know about aftercare and they're supposed to give you advice.
You know, she did my tattoo. I showed it earlier, but there you go. I'll show it again. So Katz did that. Because I had this done after my first trip to Japan, and I fell in love with Japan. It's just such an amazing country. So I had this done. I wanted to ask you to like walk us through your tattoo process. Like as soon as a client, I had firsthand experience already on what you do when a client walks into the studio and asks you to put art on their skin permanently. So how is that tattoo process? How does it go? Like, you talk to your clients. Do you design for them? They present their designs, and do you like tweak it?
I really like that when you went there, you had an idea that you wanted, but you were unsure where to place it in your body, what size to get, any other tweaks. But then part of you talking to me was you telling me about the things that you felt in your going to Japan, and where it's really all about understanding also your cuento. And then when I do that, I show it to you, and then we finalize the design together. So it makes it a collaboration to them. Like you are really very much part of the design process. And then I tell you when we can do that, or this one we have to adjust. And then I tattoo, we finish, and aftercare is given.
You know, the nice thing about that is, you know, when people get tattoos now, there's always a story behind the art. No?
I love that.
Is there like one memorable moment with a client that really stood out? You know, the story about their tattoo, the design that they wanted you to put.
Yeah, kasi yung kay Ann, nagbakasyon lang siya eh.
Oh, I know. Kasi I know there are others, di ba, parang they want to cover up a scar that reminded them of a really hurtful past, di ba? Did you have clients like that?
I think I'm not sure if I can like, share, but a little bit lang. It was a tumultuous time where she lost both her parents, and then the distance was there, and she wanted to translate it into imagery. How can you express the loss of both your parents and then put it into imagery? But then we did. I'm not sure if I can disclose, but then I could remember like actually naiyak ako because I loved it so much. But then I do have to say, you can get tattoos just because you want.
Yes, that's true.
Like Anne, just because you want to. Parang stinamp lang siya with all the passport.
It's your memory.
I even have cherry blossoms here. That's how much I love Japan.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But you know, just juggling all of this, you mentioned you alluded to it a while ago that actually when we were talking, it's a bit difficult for you to focus on, or rather to book you sometimes, because you know you are a doctor, right? That is part of your day to day. I mean, entering the medical field is also no joke. But some people say that if you have a passion, you need something to fuel that passion, because you know sometimes that passion doesn't necessarily put all the food on the table. Is that what medicine is for you, or is it also a different type of passion that it really just contributes to your overall output in everything that you're doing?
I think when we talk about these three things, like art, and then tattoos, and being a doctor, parang the heart of it all is parang healing. When you have art, it's like it heals the mind, and the tattoos, sometimes it's memories, like you said, and emotions. And then the medical part is healing the body. So parang all in all, what captures it all is like yung pakikiramdam. Knowing, you know, feeling. So I like that.
Doc, nagugulat ba yung patients mo when they find out that you're a tattoo artist?
I think, parang hindi ko siya sinasabi all the time.
Okay.
Have you ever tattooed the patient?
Yeah, right?
Usually, minsan ngayon, if they find out you're a doctor, may kasamang konsulta. So, okay naman din.
While we're getting a tattoo, Doc, I have this problem pala. What should I do?
So, may iba? Saan ba? Anong score over 10?
Kailangan mo ng maintenance. Doc, can you write me a prescription
I need this medicine.
Pagtapos ng konsulta, pwede.
That should actually be that's a good business idea. I think
Yeah,
that
clinic and a
pakonsulta,
tattoo.
labang tattoo.
Why you get a tattoo? Actually.
That's so funny.
Oh, we just came up with a great idea on the show.
Naka-IV siya. Naka-IV yung isang arm, tapos yung isang ng tattoo.
Yeah.
O sige, adjust na natin.
And then yun pala, si Doc will write the prescription. Tinapos sa arm.
Pero hindi maintindihan ng ano. So good. No, but all right. I mean, like, obviously, we're laughing about it because it feels so surreal that you're a doctor and a tattoo artist and a painter as well. When you talk about yung healing and because tattoos have a lot of emotion, right? They're always attached to something. Are there moments you turn down certain tattoos because of yung motives like, uy, baka masyado tong galit, or like, uy, kalma ka muna, or like,
mali yung spelling.
Yeah, or actually, do you advise your
or,
patients,
like-
right, if they want to get like a matching tattoo or whatever, and they're not married yet, like you say,
oh my gosh, yeah. Have you turned down? Because we see a
Yeah.
couple tattoo there. I am assuming that was a couple tattoo kasi pwede rin pang aso. I don't know.
Yeah,
but what is it like? Have you turned down any? And if ever, do you advise against certain?
Are you
tattoos?
allowed to turn down?
I'm allowed to turn down a client.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've had some young, like I feel young, and they wanted to permanently tattoo a large name of their boyfriend.
Ayun, that's what we're
So
talking
I
about.
set my own ground rules, and I very gently say there are only 3 things that I will tattoo if it's a name. If it's your parent, which will never change, it's your parent. If it's your child, that's forever gonna be your child. So that can go to your grandparents as well, or your pet. And then if it's a boyfriend or sometimes a husband, I'm like, wait lang.
even husband, you never
ingat ka lang.
know. But you know which client I know you will never turn down? Because pogi nila, I know you have some high-profile clients like sila Papa P, Jared Torres. How was that?
Actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but it is pretty much the same process. You talk about what they want, translating it into art, and then
If that was me
Medyo
tattoo,
nasa starstruck lang
if
siya
that was
ng
me tattooing
konti.
them, I'd be like this. Hi, Papa P! Oh my God, I'm
you
nervous.
forget and be like, straight line.
What's your favorite style? Kasi may watercolor, di ba? There's like plain black inks
I
like
like
this
anything na organic.
Organic, okay.
Unfortunately, that will exclude text and geometric lines, mostly because it's very parang difficult, high stress. Pero I like the way organic flows sa body.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say no to the other things. I just
Okay.
enjoy it more.
Yeah. Doc, you know, we all struggle with juggling life in general, but I feel like juggling the most out of all of
Yeah.
us. So what advice would you give somebody who's just going through life and trying to figure out how to balance everything?
I'm very human. I'm not able to do everything at the same time. But with whatever you're doing, just focus and give it your time and all. That's it.
Just focus on the task at hand.
The task
Yeah.
that kasi limited time in the world,
Yeah.
limited time in a day. So just give it what you have. Like this moment, we're here, we're present.
And she's giving it all she has right
Yeah.
now.
1000%. Yeah.
I'm messaging you, Katz.
Ayan na! Go ahead.
My next
Here we
tattoo,
go.
I'm saving a big spot over here for floral design.
Ay, you just went to the US. Dapat magpa-stamp ka ng American flag or something.
No.
Forgot our immigration stamp.
Wait, where do you go in the
thank
States?
you.
Where do you go in the States again, Cali?
California and Texas.
Texas. Uy, may
cowboy hat.
may mga baka doon.
What is it? Magbaka!
Makibaka.
Hindi magbaka, makibaka. But
my
anyway,
Please get that down. Makibaka right there.
Katz, before we let you go, how can they reach you if they want to get in touch with you for consultation or
Serious
for
MD.
tattoo sessions?
You can message me in Instagram sa Katz Lorenzana. There's a jot form there. But also, Serious MD, kung gusto mong konsulta, I'm also there.
How long should they book ahead of time? Because you're so busy.
Just message and then...
Now you figure it
Yeah.
out.
We'll see.
And
We'll
she'll
see.
let you know when she's free. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us this morning. Doc Katz Lorenzana Soriano, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.